Hey singers, speakers, Jamie Vendera here, wanting to give you one last video of 2021. I'm out and about. I just picked up some Mexican from Toro Loco in southern Ohio, and it's getting close to 2022 here on the East Coast of the United States. So I wanted to give you one last video. And you know, everyone's always new year, new you. So I'm like every day new you. That's how it should be. But I'm enjoying myself this last day because I do not drink soda, anything like that. I don't eat sweets. I do very little bad carbs. I've actually changed my diet a lot in the last couple of years. I got lazy over COVID and started eating junk food, and I knew better, and I paid for it, and now I'm getting on point again. But the point of this video is to give you something to keep you going. You know, I work with so many students, and I've done this for 25 years now, that the biggest obstacle to gaining more range, better tone, better flexibility, more stamina is procrastination, honestly. It's doing it. And that's the way in life. It's with anything. If you want to get better, you got to do it. So I created something years ago, and I do it myself. And actually, I meant to bring my clicker counter. I can't believe I walked out of the house and I know I was going to shoot this video. I do something called the 10,000 challenge, and I use a clicker counter, a pitch counter. It's just a little tool that you can click and you can count whatever from 0 to 9,999. And I use it to count mainly sirens is what I use. The Vendera Sirens, which is an exercise I created in 1996. And now you see everybody using sirens. Thank you. I'm sure a lot of you learned that from my book, Raise Your Voice. And a lot of the coaches have studied with me. But a lot of the singers I work with will get back together, or will be in Vendera Vocal Academy. I'm like, how much have you practiced this week? Oh, I practiced 2 days. What? You know, I prefer 6 days a week. I'm not going to complain if it's 4 or 5 days a week, but you need consistency. So what I've done years ago is I created the 10,000 challenge, 10,000 of an exercise, a random exercise. And I like sirens. You can do them with transcending tones, with falsetto slides, gargling tones, chabakas, whatever you want to do. But for me, when I'm getting ready for a show or I'm recording a song, I'll get my clicker and I do as many in a day as possible. Now, I'm not telling you this to, you know, like drill it in your head, you gotta do more. It's not what it's about. It's about staying on point and actually doing something, because every time you inhale and exhale, you can make a sound. You can actually turn it into an exercise to benefit you. So if you have your clicker, you can go, boom. See, I wasn't even high. In fact, I don't worry about high. I don't worry about the pitch. I just start doing that because I know if I've done 100, 150 of them, my voice starts stretching like a rubber band, or like I'm learning to do the splits, and it gets lower and higher. So I don't think about, oh, it's a C, it's a D, it's an E. I just do it. And in the school, I try to push them, those who want to do a 10,000 challenge, to do 10,000 in a month. That's a lot. You know, it's 300 and something a day. You don't necessarily have to do that. You don't even have to count how many days. You just got to keep the clicker on you and do it. You can also have like a clicker on your phone or your Apple Watch or whatever you're using. I do that, but I don't particularly like it. I like having the tool. And since I own the Dr. Vokes, the blue version at drvokes.us with Dr. Ilter Denizoglu and Attila Osbalin and Brian Burkheiser, I have a blue clicker counter. I also have a blue pitch wheel. I just like the color blue. So I generally have my clicker on me everywhere I go, and I just keep cycling. This would just get you in the mode to practice, to get something done. And sometimes I'll take up a challenge with a student, and it may not be 10,000. It may be, hey, we got a lesson next week. Let's go for 1,000. And I just did one with a student, and we challenged each other, and she was beating me the first few days, and then I quit telling her how many. On the day of lesson, I'm like, how many do you have? And I had like 1,047, and she had close to 900. She said, I fell a little short, but you know, that happens. It's no big deal. It's fun. But it really works. I notice when I'm doing a lot of sirens and I'm keeping track of them with my clicker, my voice feels better, even with the damage, you know, and I sing better. I feel more rounded when I speak. So that's the point of it. And how did I come up with this? A lot of it's inspired by Jim Gillette, my vocal coach, the singer from Nitro, the man who taught me to shatter glass, the man who really turned me into a coach, because I never thought of using a siren sound until I remembered him doing it in one of his Vocal Power video. So respect, Jim, you know I love you. You're like my older brother. And Jim had said to me one day, and I forget where he got this concept, it was from a book. He says, hey, anything you've done for 10,000 hours, you become a master of. Well, I don't think I'll ever be a master of anything. I'm a master of curiosity. I'm always studying, I'm always writing, I'm always learning. But I thought, okay, 10,000 hours, what if we did an exercise 10,000 times? So, for the new year, if you're saying, new year, new me, I'm going to practice 10,000 hours, or I'm going to do an hour of exercise, I want to sing 3 hours a day. Don't over challenge yourself. Get you a pitch counter. If you're curious and you want to know where to get one, you can't find one, comment on this video. I'll add some links from Amazon so you can find them. I'll take a picture of mine so you can see what I'm talking about. I wish I would have brought it. I can't believe I forgot it. But just start with that as a New Year's resolution. But forget about New Year's resolution. Think about you, a daily resolution. Be you. Be the better you today. Be a better you today than you were yesterday. That's how you become a better singer. That's how you become a better writer, a better songwriter, a better author. It's challenging yourself daily. So something as simple as clicking on that clicker counter and just going, yay! Just doing that. Just doing that. And not worrying about the range. Whether it's low, whether it's high, just doing that will turn your voice around. It'll help take you to the next level or begin that process. We made it to 7 minutes. That's what I was thinking. I'll see you next year.